The geriatric one's coming on the hike.
It's no hills for you.
Too old for hills.
Onyx always following the girls. Come on, Lily. She's getting the yum-yums. Come on, Lily. Let's go. Hi. You're looking extra wide.
Fruit that tastes like ginger. I've been eating leaves, but I don't really want to taste that root right now.
Come here, boo. Hi. You having fun? Yes. Yes.
Should I go wider?
No. I don't know. That's a...
Going in so easy.
You're not gonna be able to pull. That's so much soil. Should go closer.
I want roots, though. I don't.
Try pulling it.
One more right there. In front of the home. There we go. Okay. Freedom.
Monster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just grab the bucket. And I'll hold the weight of it. There you go. Yep. Okay.
We are working on getting the garden animal proofed. So we've got 7-foot or 8-foot netting here that we're putting up like I had last year, but it's stronger. So this should last a few more years, at least until these fence posts are falling out. And then we used to have our compost in an area of the chicken run. It was a compost area, but then we moved the compost and I just opened up this area for the chickens. So there's a ton of compost just right down below here. So Greg has just been shoveling it over and I've been raking it out, spreading it all out. We've had the animals breaking through the lower part of the fence, so we've got that blocked off. And then we're going to do a couple more boards around this bottom part of the fence so that we can get some more soil built up there. We don't have a whole lot of compost that has accumulated on the edges, so we want to get that area built up because we plant a lot of stuff on the edges. And yeah, we've got a sprinkler thing in the middle, but I want to get a couple more in here because this doesn't get everything. And we've got 2 more of those sprinklers that are on top of the post, so we'll be able to get those connected all together so they run at the same time. We had potatoes out there last year, so we'll keep going with that. There's tons in the bank that I'm sure are going to start growing again, but we did buy more potatoes. So yeah, it's coming together. I've been wanting to get this done because I have some things that can go in the ground already, but the chickens are coming in here every day, so there hasn't been any point in putting seeds down here because they just will eat them immediately. So it's good to get this part done because we can start doing some stuff growing already. You stay out.
Stay out of the garden, you. You're not allowed anymore.
Those were Egyptian walking onions that Divine sent me from This Is Our Life Off Grid. They're on Instagram and YouTube. They now have 2 of our goats, Mercedes and Benz. Well, they're their goats now. But anyway, she sent me those, I think in the fall, and I should have had those in the ground when the soil was workable, but it's well past that and I'm just getting them in now. But she said that planting these, we should have them forever. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna start working on just various greens like kale and lettuces and stuff, things that do okay in the cold weather. And peas can go in as well. So I'll just do a little bit of that. And Greg is gonna work on getting the gate blocked off. So we've got this fencing all the way around, but the gate is the weak spot right now. So once we have something coming off the gate that we can attach the fencing to, it will prevent the birds from getting in. Swiss chard.
There.
Swiss chard and then some like little greens.
Where'd you plant peas?
I haven't yet. Where do we want them?
Peas.
Don't you even look at my pea seeds. Get, Fran Bruce.
Fran Bruce, you get no pea seeds.
You're not invited. Don't be even, get out of here, Fran Bruce.
Not patient.
As much as we would love to take this fence down and redo it, these posts are falling apart and everything. We just need to keep these birds in. And the goats, actually, the goats have broken through the fence. So we're just putting this up to hold them in, and then we've got the 8-foot fence above still there, so no one can fly over. We're gonna block off this gate, the old gate that doesn't really open anymore, up above, because the birds will fly onto it and out of the run. So we're gonna get that part covered up as well. I did cut their flying feathers, but they still fly. So I don't know what else to do. These chickens are just wild, but they can't be anymore because we are planning on going away for a little bit, and I don't want our house sitter to have to deal with getting these birds in. They can find a way out, but they can't find a way back in, and that's not good if they end up sleeping outside of the coop. We also did a huge clean of the barn, and we've got this similar sort of netting, fencing sort of stuff all the way up to the roof, up at the goat loft. They can't go up there, and then the birds that are really good at flying will sleep up in the rafters, and they've been pooping in the soffit area. So I got that all cleaned out. I even found eggs in there, which is super weird. We found eggs up in the hay loft, but we've got it all blocked off so the birds can only come into the chicken side. And we even built a thing on the gate for the goats so that the chickens can't go in on that side. They've been pooping everywhere. It really does not work to have goats and chickens together. And I'm just tired of having this poop everywhere. It's such a mess. So I'm really hoping that that will keep them out, at least until we can get the goats into their new area once we've built it. So it's gonna be a lot easier to keep it clean in here. Now that we have this whole area secured, we need to try and get the birds back in. I hope that I have enough treats for them that we can shake in a container to get them to come back. And then we can test if they get out or not. Oh yeah, there's that hole we gotta fill too. On the corner down there that the dogs have been going through, and the birds also learned from the dogs to go through there. So that's not gonna work because I've been doing that multiple times. Okay?
Right. Put this rock on it, Joe?
Yeah, I've put rocks and then dirt on top of the rocks.
Well, I'm filling that full of dirt. And these rocks,
That might get knocked over. You should put it on the bottom where that fencing is sticking up. On the side. Yeah. Wild chickens. Is that just what happens when you live in the woods with chickens? They just go wild. Juniper! Oh! Cool. Oh! Juniper! Go! Stay. Okay, you go. Hands out. Out you go. Come on, Gran Bruce. Gran Bruce, the party animal. I had to catch you, didn't I? Yeah, you're going in, girlfriend. Juniper? No. Eddie, are you starting problems?
stuck, Snaggles. You better be comfortable in there because that's where you live now, forever. So we have this old slab that we've had kicking around for a couple years, probably from when we started the house. I don't know. It's been around for a while, and we haven't had a proper plan what to do with it. And we've got a few other like this. So we've been just discarding it in the little slab pile in the woods. Well, we have a perfect thing to do for it now. Perfect thing to do? We have a perfect idea for it. We're going to be building this into a gate. So Katie's going to hop on the mill, start chopping it up. I'm going to swamp for her, and we're going to get some wood made. Look at how far you've come. What? Look at how far you've come.
Nicely done. Dig her down. Get him, Juniper! Good girl! You watching for him? You watching for the hawks? Good girl. That's a happy dog doing a job. Where's the hawk? You see him? You see him?
That's actually pretty. That's good.
Ooh, I did something weird.
Again, I gotta get some dirt.
Oh, it's in now. You loose?
Too loose. Got my leg. Okay, so like, what are we thinking here? Pretty good. If you don't know knots, tie lots. But if you do, tie them correctly. That's what I always say.
Get the knot tying mouth. Concentration.
Get out of here. There we go.
Okay, now you got to get it over the top of the post.
I got the tool for that.
Get it at an angle. Ta-da.
Our animals are safe inside of our fence now. For the most part, there's one weak area, but we can manage that later on. It's going to be a lot of work. But these animals are contained, and the bears are contained outside. So the next thing we have to do, which we're probably going to do in a few videos, is we're going to get an electric line connected on the fence so that if a bear does try to crawl over, or the dog tries to crawl over, zap. So we're gonna leave you with.
Awake now.
And they're awake now. We saw our neighbor had to actually shoo one out of his yard yesterday. So are we leaving it? Is this the end of the video?
Yes.
This is the end of the video, and this is the end of our fence project for now, other than the electric line.
98% done.
98% done. But that's how we do things around here. If you like our videos, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell if you want to find out when the videos are coming out. And we appreciate your viewership. Have a good night or morning.